This piece is called Ceasefire. There's war in the streets and there's war in the Middle East. Rinse and repeat, this is a prayer for peace. There's war in the streets and there's war in the Middle East. Tupac recorded those words back in 92, the same year of my birth. I'm 31 now and they still ring true. See, I'm kind of confused about what I am to do. I'm kind of confused about what I am to do. And also the next line, it's alright, it will come. I'm kind of confused about what I am to do. Conflicted points of view, restricted, twisted tuning on the news. Taste of a toxic elixir when I tune into the news. So where do I attune? What do I tune into? In the words of Matish Yahoo, it's not about win or lose, we all lose.
Yes.
Easy for me to quote because I'm not caught up in the conflict. Winning my battles internally, I've been on this. But my friends from Israel, her brothers forced onto the front line. Talks in Palestine about a modern day apartheid. Please, God, let your light shine. Once again, I forgot the line.
Let's go.
My friends from Israel, her brothers forced onto the front line. Talks in Palestine about a modern day apartheid. I'm trying to stay informed about what's happening in these times without losing myself, searching for where the truth lies. Please, please, God, let your light shine. These days it's hard for me to turn a blind eye. Maybe I should look away and continue to look within. Focus my attention on the things that I'm calling in. If it's not in resonance, let it be, ignore it. Edit out the negativity from my story. I could recognize that it's not my story, it's his story or her story, her place in history. But if I let it fall on deaf ears when they call for me, who's going to hold me down if it comes for me? Who's going to hold us down if it comes for us? I don't have the answers. This is just a ramble, expressions of my thoughts, second guesses by the handful. Hopping over the fence is getting hard to handle. A few too many voices have got me in a tangle. Never ending rabbit holes, no thank you. This isn't all so distant, really. You see, my dad took a fair few grudges to the grave. Back in the day, he used to say, son, you support Ireland and anyone England play. Just the way that I was raised. A reaction to some trickle-down trauma caused by the pain of an oppressive neighbour who even paid to my ancestors not to speak their native language. Now that's a real shame. Culture vultures want to take, as if we should all be the same. Nah. Culture vultures want to take, as if we should all be the same. Anyway, let me bring it back. I never understood it. I never felt any type of way. I would echo my dad's narrative at a young age. Growing up here, not so good for my popularity. But we live and learn, and I grew out of that phase. The reason I'm saying this is because I've seen that time can heal if we give it the space. The pain we feel, it can be replaced as long as we don't project it towards another human face. So I pray that we can purify the wickedness from high places. I pray that we can keep the violence inside the rings and the cages. That we can keep the streets clean for the children to play in. I pray for brighter days, for peace, and for a ceasefire today. Thank you. Thank you. And Conor, that was called Ceasefire.
Yes.